UFC 129 is in Toronto, Canada, back home. The biggest gate ever in UFC history, and I'm honored and privileged for me to be part of it. Gonna give the fan a good show.
I have no problem going in hostile territory. I've gone all over the world and fought people in their hometowns. It doesn't faze me. You know, it's just gonna be me and him in that cage.
Jake Shields is, in my opinion, the very best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy fighting in the 170-pound division. He has a wealth of international experience as a submission grappler, but stepping into this fight against Georges St-Pierre, he is on another level of competition. Georges St-Pierre is without a doubt one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport of mixed martial arts. There is no debate whatsoever about that.
Good right hand. George goes for the takedown and he gets it. Fits in a big knee. Right side again. George is really picking it up now. Nicely done. Wow!
I've wanted to fight GSP for years. You know, I've been in these other shows, pretty much fought all over the world in every organization and got the title everywhere I've been. So now I'm ready for the UFC.
Jake Shields haven't lost in 6 years. He have won 15 fights in a row. He's been there in a different organization than in UFC. In UFC world title, it's a different game. He doesn't know what I want to do to him. I'm different than the guy that he fought before.
A lot of people are expecting me to lose, but I have no intentions of doing that.
We're both stepping into something unknown. There's only one way to find out what's gonna happen.
George is so good at mixing up the strikes and the takedowns and putting you in a position where you really have no idea what's coming. He has managed to shut down such dangerous contenders as Josh Koscheck, John Fitch, and Thiago Alves, and BJ Penn twice. He's just one of those guys. It's a real thrill to get to watch him perform.
Georges St-Pierre is the undisputed UFC welterweight champion.
GSP is the man right now. You know, he's been one of the most dominant champs in UFC history. But everyone has holes. He's human, you know, so of course he makes mistakes. I think once I get on top of him, I'm going to pass and put him away.
And again, down. Now has his back. Can he finish?
He's gonna try to do things that I'm not expecting from him, but I'll be ready to go.
He continues to tee off.
I will dictate the pace of the fight. I will fight my fight and take him out.
Head kick. Oh, cranking it more.
To become the UFC welterweight champion would mean everything to me. This is what I've spent my last 11 years pursuing with all my energy.
Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 170 pounds.
This is the moment right here, and I'm going to be ready. I think my jiu-jitsu is going to be a whole nother level for him.
Jake Shields has really strong submissions. He is dangerous in every single position on the ground, and his striking is ever improving. He really, truly believes that he's going to go in there and shock the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Shields!
He's going to go in there and upset one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world and take the title of the UFC welterweight champion of the world. Jose Aldo is, in my opinion, one of the top 3 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world.
Jose Aldo now is just teed off on Mike Brown. Right off the bat, it is over. It is absolutely over.
He has this incredible ability to move in and out. He's got one-punch knockout power.
There's an uppercut. This is it. This fight is all over.
He's supposed to be a jiu-jitsu world champion, and he's coming out and knocking guys out on the feet.
Now the flurry starts, and Chris Mickle's in trouble. That's it.
That's what makes him who he is that he can end a fight not only in a matter of seconds, but he can end a fight anywhere.
When I step inside the octagon, everything else leaves my mind. I just focus on my opponent and focus on the fight that's about to happen. Right now, I'm feeling 100% and I'm ready to go.
Jose hasn't fought an elite striker like myself.
Right hand by Hominick.
Mark Hominick coming forward with a combination and a flurry.
And that's the kind of fight you're going to get with me if you stand toe-to-toe.
He is one of the premier strikers in the division. His ability to close the distance is spectacular.
Again with a right hand.
I really don't care if my style matches up to his style. The main thing that I'm focused on in every fight is that I have to make sure I come in well prepared. I'm ready to take the fight wherever it may go. So it really doesn't matter if his style matches mine.
You know, he's never faced with anyone with my hand speed and my pressure. We've never seen Jose go backwards. All we've seen is go forward. So we're going to see what happens when he has to step on his heels for a minute.
This is not just a big fight for the featherweight title. It's a big fight because they're now fighting for the UFC featherweight title.
I'm very focused and very concentrated on the task at hand, but I'm also very excited to be fighting in the UFC for the first time and defending my title in front of 55,000 fans. I can't wait.
Unloading. This is it.
It's going to be fireworks. You know, you're going to see two guys go in the center of the cage, and they can end a fight in the blink of an eye. You look at Jose Aldo, he's won a fight in 9 seconds.
Unbelievable.
You look at my last fight, it was over in 88 seconds. We both have the skills to put away our opponent in the blink of an eye.
If he says he wants to stand up and go toe-to-toe with me, then hey, wherever he wants to take the fight, we'll go.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm going to go out and take it.
I'm focused on going in there, defending my title, and winning.
Every single time I step out there, it's how long you're going to keep going, and you know how much longer can you go? You're going to go till you're 50. I don't get frustrated. Those questions just bounce off. They don't bother me anymore.
Incredible when you think about it. There's no one like that guy. We've never had a guy that's been able to compete so successfully at such a high level at such a late age.
Couture pushing forward again on Barry. Couture smothering Tony.
Lyoto Machida versus Randy Couture is a very interesting fight.
Oh, he got hurt. Machida's all over Rashad here.
If you look at it on paper, an in-shape Randy Couture is one of the most dangerous types of fighters for a guy like Lyoto Machida.
Machida's a guy that I wanted to fight for a long time. For a long time, he's been the Rubik's Cube in MMA. Nobody really kind of figured out how to solve that puzzle, and that makes an intriguing fight.
Lyoto Machida, one of the most elusive, dangerous, and unpredictable fighters in the history of the sport. He has the ability to make very good fighters look terrible.
Rampage pushes forward. Oh, he got rocked. Machida swarming in. Big kick and a knee.
His style is so unusual. His attack, he's got this ability to leap forward and attack and then leap out of range.
If I can maintain my 1.5 to 2 feet of distance, then he's playing my game.
He employs a very, very different style of footwork and movement, and it's hard to deal with.
I have many different weapons that are going to help me maintain the distance that I want in the fight. I have my kicks, I have my strikes.
So I'm going to come forward, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to come all the way forward.
Randy is the master of the dirty boxing. He's the master of the clinch. He's the master of pressing guys up against the cage and beating them up. What Randy Couture wants to do in this fight is make it ugly.
The cage is only so big, you can't run forever.
1 got 2, got 3, got 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm very well prepared to beat Randy Couture. I'm prepared to attack.
Oh, another shot. Oh, good right hand.
The most elusive fighter in the history of the game versus world-class wrestler. That is going to be outstanding.
Let's go.
This guy sent mayhem packing. He beat Okami and Condit in one night, tapped out Robbie Lawler, and he defeated Dan Henderson. 6 years undefeated with 15 straight victories, and now he's coming for the title.
50% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember.